All right, welcome back. Hope you guys are all having a good start to your day. Tracking out the radar this morning, I was just loading in a new image because we do have a little bit of hail showing up here across parts of Cleveland. Well, if we can go backwards now, getting a little freeze frame action. So here's the radar. Here's what we're looking at as of now. Athens, Madisonville, Etowah, all seeing some heavy stuff coming down. Spring City, Dayton, Pikeville. None of this is severe, but it is heavy rain, and there's a lot of thunder and lightning as well. Etowah up through Cleveland, 75. That drive is just a mess. Ringgold, Rossville seeing some heavy rain just south of the Tennessee state line now. But the further west you go, Whitwell, Dunlap, Altamont, nothing severe. Just some light sprinkles coming down. And again, the heaviest stuff is all shifting into Athens, Madisonville, up 75 through Knoxville. Some steady heavy rain in Spring City, Pikeville, and Dayton, and the heaviest stuff moving outside of Chattanooga as well. So here's a look at your current hail swath. We are indicating that there might be some small hail north of Cleveland, in and around Laurel Ridge, up State Route 2, heading towards Fairview, just south of Bigsby Creek Estate. So if you live north of Cleveland, seeing any hail, let us know. There could be some small quarter-size hail, so we're kind of keeping an eye on that. Now, earlier we did have those tornado watches for southeast Tennessee. They've been allowed to expire early, but we have new severe thunderstorm watches in effect, and these go all the way until 12 o'clock Central and 1 o'clock Eastern Daylight Time, and this is for northwest Georgia and northeast Alabama. So later on today, we could have some flare-ups of some stronger storms as this cold front continues to move in. So we're going to watch this area of storms across North Alabama and parts of Middle Tennessee. All this is going to move to the southeast into our area. So until this last little bit moves through, we still could have a severe storm. But fortunately, we're not looking at a tornado threat with any of this, and that's always good news. But still be weather aware as these storms move through this morning. That morning commute is still going to be very wet. Here's a look at your highs. After starting the 60s, we'll be in the low 70s later today. So round one continues until about 9 o'clock. Mid-morning still could be some storms, and then another bout between about 12 and 4 as that last little bit of storm activity moves through. So as we take a look at your futurecast, again, by 9 o'clock, still some pretty heavy rain coming down across southeast Tennessee, northeast Alabama, shifting into North Georgia by mid-morning, maybe an isolated severe storm possible. And then as we continue through the afternoon, notice the coverage starts to low down a little bit, and then we could have some final cells moving through along that cold front later this afternoon and evening. And then finally, we clear out closer to sunset, and overnight it turns cooler and we dry out. So that's certainly good news. But tomorrow, gorgeous day, 73, sunshine. Wednesday, 83 degrees. And look at these temperatures. They just keep going up. I don't know what's going on, but I guess the first week of April is going to feel like the first week of July. We're going to be nearly 90 degrees as we get into your Thursday and Friday. And then Sunday, it does turn a little bit cooler with some storms moving back in the forecast.
All right. Looks like we may have dodged something today.
Yeah, I think the worst of the weather is probably going to stay just to our south and west. We still could have a few strong storms, so we're not out of the woods yet.
Right.
But the tornado threat's looking really, really low.
That is welcome news.
Yes.
Thank you, Clay.